Olá, querido. Hi, friends. Ah, here we go. The Portuguese came, right? Sorry. Hi, friends. This is Pastor Lucas Pin, and this is our snack for the journey. And this week we are, at least if you are following me from Monday through Friday, this is the last video of the week, the video of Friday. And we are in the book of Galatians, with the letter that Paul wrote to the Galatians. A very important letter. I'd like to encourage you to read the whole letter. It's a great letter, very important, very important. And it's a very important topic for our lives, because sometimes people will come and say, or sometimes we think that we can add something to the salvation, and we cannot. And Paul is dealing with that, and dealing with our lives and our struggles for that, and our human nature, sinful nature. It's a very important letter, because there's masters and teachers that came and start teaching people that kind of stuff, and Paul was very upset with them. And before I read the verse for today, I'd like to encourage you to subscribe to our channel and to share this video with your friends and family, and help us to bless other people. Let's take a look in the verse for today. Verse for today, a very interesting verse. Chapter 6, verse 12. Look what it says. Those who want to make a good impression outwardly are trying to compel you to be circumcised. The only reason they do this is to avoid being persecuted for the cross of Christ. That end there, it shows the whole thing. Why those guys were teaching them to be circumcised. Oh, you have to circumcise. You have to be circumcised, because if not, you're not going to be saved, and you're not going to be perfect before God, and all that kind of, the salvation is not going to happen. You have to do that, Paul. And Paul here is telling them, said, look, those Jews, those teachers that came to you, they're asking you to do that. You know why? Because they don't want to be persecuted. They are trying to avoid persecution for the cross of Christ. They know that the cross is perfect. They know that the cross is going to do the job. It's a perfect payment for our sins. Our salvation is guaranteed for what Jesus did. But the Jews are persecuting the Christians, because they believe that Christians were taking people away from Judaism. And they were persecuting everybody. And those teachers, they didn't want to be persecuted for the cross. They want to save their lives. And this is what Paul is saying. He said, yeah, they want to save their lives, but that's not going to work. This is why they want you to be circumcised. They don't want to pay the price for being a Christian. So they want to please the other guys. So, oh, if you're circumcised, then they're going to like us, and they're not going to persecute us. So we're going to be okay with everybody. You know what? It's not going to happen. We cannot be okay with everybody. We have our beliefs. We have our faith. Jesus is the Lord. His word is the rule for our lives, for our practice, for our faith. And if they don't like, I'm sorry. There's nothing that I can do. And if they want to persecute us, we are going to have to pay the price. We cannot change things or add things in our faith because we are afraid of the other people. We don't want to be persecuted because of the cross. Well, then change the cross. You're going to be saved because you're good people, you're nice, you're beauty, and all that kind of... It's not going to happen. It's the cross. We're saved by the sacrifice of Christ. He paid the price for us. And if people want to, yeah, but if you change just a little bit, and everybody's going to like you, I'm sorry. I'm not in a business of pleasing people. We're not. We're pleasing God. If he said that the cross is enough, the cross is enough. I'm not going to get circumcised. I'm not going to start doing all the ceremonial laws and all the rules and the regulations that they want me to practice. I'm not going to do that. If they are going to persecute me, they are going to persecute me. This is what Paul is telling them. Those people are trying to make them behave like that to avoid persecution because of the cross. Because of the cross. How many times we do that nowadays? We change our behavior, we change the way we talk, we change even our faith to please someone so we are not persecuted. So they face the same thing that we're facing today. They are facing with the Judaizer and the Jewish community there. And we're facing today. We're changing our behavior, changing the way that we think, the way that we behave, the way that we talk. So people will be pleased with us, and we're not going to be persecuted because of the cross. The cross. And it's an important lesson for us. Important lesson for us. And this is our snack for today. God bless you.